Okay, so it's been about a week since that last video I posted. For this one, I wanted to lean on more of a positive message. My first video was more about bringing awareness to a particular struggle the struggles that you go through when you're growing up, when adults try to push you towards doing the safe thing and steer you away from believing that you can do something for a living involving, music or any other creative passion. Because to them, it's like a high risk thing, On that note, I think it's kind of important to say that it's not necessarily high risk anymore when compared to a lot of these other jobs that we thought were safe that are being lost to artificial intelligence as we speak on a daily basis. I think that's worth mentioning. What really is safe anymore, right? So why shouldn't I just focus on what I love and try to do that for a living? So this video is more about that, leaning on the positive. How can we take what we love to do and turn it into something we can live off of? For me, it took me many years to realize that I could use my musical talents and apply it towards film and video editing and all that. I think the two, at the end of the day, they really kind of go hand in hand. But I didn't know that. Nobody taught me that. I had to go back to school and find myself in film class and photography class to realize that, like, oh my God, I love this too. This is creative, and there's definitely opportunities out there for me to make money doing video editing and videography and all that stuff. I also just want to say that while I might be speaking from a musician's perspective or speaking to the music community, I think anybody with creative talents can channel those talents into other fields. You might find that if you look elsewhere and you experiment with other avenues of creativity, that you like so many other things besides that particular thing that you fell in love with at first. If you look at any of the creative arts at their foundation, at their core, and you're doing things that are very personal and original, yes, it can definitely be hard to earn a living off of things that you're just creating personally, original music or original artwork. For me, my ultimate goal was to just be immersed in that environment, whether it was something that I was doing for myself personally or for somebody else. As long as I'm immersed in the creative process, I'm pretty happy no matter what it is that I'm doing, which is why I love the field that I'm in now, being able to work with people shooting videos, editing their content, being able to put things together in a creative way. Like, I get great satisfaction from that. Even though I'm not doing personal content per se, like, it's still extremely satisfying. So whatever it is you love to do, that's where you're gonna find those opportunities. Like, if you're not finding opportunities doing your own personal work, you're gonna find opportunities working with other people. Find places where you can meet other people in the same industry that you can collaborate with, work on new projects together, building growth over time, starting with small teams, and then eventually you branch out and you have a network of people that you can work with and bounce ideas off of. And it can turn into something really amazing where you realize, wow, I actually love this and I can live off of this. But make no mistake, in the beginning, you're gonna have to do a lot of things and probably not necessarily get paid for it. I remember when I got out of school and I had a newfound love for video and photography, you realize, like, if you don't have a portfolio, you don't have anything to show for what you can do, like, no one's gonna pay you for it. But as you progress and you have more and more to show of yourself, a bigger portfolio, more experience working with people, then you start to get the attention of people that aren't gonna ask questions, they're not gonna penny pinch you, they're not gonna try to devalue what you do. You're gonna set a rate and they're gonna pay you for it, and that's the way it's gonna be. So I said I wanted to keep this video brief and positive. My positive message to you is that if you find that you're struggling with what it is you love to do and staying in that creative zone, there's opportunities out there for you. Explore new avenues, network with other fellow creators, be humble, and put yourself out there in the world. Start working with people for the sake of the experience, the networking, and the opportunities that could come from it in the future. Because planting those seeds right now is the most important thing you can do to start benefiting from it later. And lastly, just have confidence and believe in yourself. Some of us always feel anxiety and excitement and self-doubt. I know I personally do. To this day, before I go into any shoot, before I get on stage to play any shows, I always feel nervous, I always feel anxiety, I feel adrenaline. I have a fear of failure. It's like this little guy on your shoulder that's always forcing you to question yourself, but you don't have to listen to it. So get out there, get out of your comfort zone, put in the work, and the opportunities are going to find you.